Today we are going to change a starter rope or a pull cord on a snapper high vac. This is about a 2011-2012 vintage snapper. It has the Briggs and Stratton 700 series engine on it, 190 cc's. And the customer told me that this is the hardest starting lawnmower he has ever owned. And he didn't mean starting as in having to choke it and all of that kind of stuff. He meant like physically pulling the rope. And he's replaced a few starter ropes in this over the years. And what they do is they just fray out and break. So we got to figure out why it's doing that. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I took the beauty bonnet off of it. And I kind of mopped up the old cord. And I pretty much figured out why he's going through starter ropes. And the reason why, actually, in my opinion, it all starts with this stuff here, this safety stuff. And what they did is whenever they mandated these mowers to have these safety brakes, engine brakes on their mowers, a lot of the companies started putting the starter rope handle up here. Then it has to go down here, has to go around this little mechanism here, and then in to the recoil assembly. The problem is this angle. This rope is meant to come out at this angle, right? Not like this. And we can see that because we have wear in here. It's actually worn into the metal. It's actually worn a hole through there. So that's what's happening. Now, there's a couple things we could do, I guess. To remedy that. It would be nice, and of course Briggs just riveted this on. This is kind of cheesy, but they just riveted this recoil assembly onto the shroud. And at first I thought, well, this will be pretty easy. These holes are pretty standard. These are so you can locate the recoil assembly as necessary. However, I thought, well, let's just take it a tick over, or maybe two, like one or two of these holes over, and straighten this out so it comes up like this, right? Problem is now is it's going to hit and rub against the gas cap. Now I've seen this motor with the gas cap in another position actually, however not on this one. So we're going to have to figure out how to remedy this. My solution is to rope pull from here and go like this. Now, that may be a little inconvenient for the customer. However, you know, it's kind of inconvenient having these replaced as much as he does. So I'm thinking you could pull this up, stand here, well, put it in choke, pull this up, stand here like this, and then reach down and recoil it this way. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. And we'll just kind of go from there. I feel like if I do it this way, he's not going to have any more issues with breaking these starter ropes. So anyway, let's get to it. So what I've done is I've taken a 5/16 socket, pull this back. We'll take this little shield off here. There is that hole. It's kind of amazing how that starter rope can waller that out, that metal out like that. And even actually, yeah, kind of put a hole in it. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, this is kind of a cheesy way of doing things with the rivets. Come on, Briggs, seriously. But anyway, that being said, let's fix this puppy up. All right, before we swap out that pull cord, I wanted to see if I can show you guys where it's wearing right here. I've got this wear, and as they rolled this over, it was also actually wearing through and kind of had a hole. So inside there is kind of sharp. So yeah, pretty interesting. It's amazing what a piece of rope can do. All right, let's get started. All right. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is secure the handle, and I'm just going to do it up here towards the end of the rope because I'm just not really sure how much of this length of rope I'm gonna use, because like I say, I'm relocating it. So that is ready to go. Let's do something here. Let's see here. Oh, what I wanted to show you is, before I started this in the cleanup of this mechanism, I just took this little file here, and I just cleaned the burr off. There was a little burr right down in here, so I just very lightly cleaned that off because I don't want to make it worse. Okay, I've got something to pin in here to hold the recoil action. So let's see. What I do is on the ends, we heat this up with a lighter. And that's just so it doesn't fray. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind this up, and we will get started on it. Okay, counterclockwise. So I don't think I'm going to need that quite yet. So let's tighten this spring up. Again, going counterclockwise. I do have a wedge to put in here, so when I get to the point where I need to tie off the string, I can get it tied. Starter rope, I should say. Okay, this is getting pretty tight. And I don't want to go too tight. I don't want to mess it up. And let's see here. Where am I? We're actually at about the right place. Okay, let's go up here. Put that in there. I'm gonna feed this through here. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna redress this end. This apparently isn't working. I'll heat it up, and then you don't want to get this stuff on your fingers, so just kind of go like this until it cools down. This stuff just kind of stays on your finger and burns. All right, let's find the hole. Where are we here? There we are. This a little bit straighter. There we go. There we go. There we are. Just got to find the right location for that stop. Okay, we'll come in here. We'll give her a little loop-de-loop. That should hold just fine. Get it back into here. All right, now we'll let this fall out, and we'll let this pull her back into here. I'll almost take all of it. All right, that seems pretty good. Okay, we've got the mower all buttoned back up. It starts great. Man, this thing, so easy to start. Pulls really, really easy. So again, just to recap, what I did is I relocated the handle here instead of up on the handlebar. And the reason why is because that rope was coming at an angle like this. A really, really heavy angle. So you've just got tons of resistance here, and you're going to wear out your ropes. I know there's a lot of these mowers out here like this. So anyway, this is the fix. It's plenty tight. Everything works good. This is optional. You may want to trim this plastic piece away here before you put this top shroud on, just so your fingernails or whatever don't catch that. But anyway, it looks OEM. It starts perfect. That starter rope's going to last for quite a while. And this puppy is done. Get this snapper out of here.